Hi, this is Happy Jiyoung. Long time no update on my Happy Jiyoung YouTube channel. Right now I'm at Namsan Park near Hyatt Hotel. Can you see Hyatt? Where's Hyatt Hotel? This is Namsan Park. Yeah, long time no see, right? I'll give you some update about my life. Yeah, I had like one of the difficult times in my life last few months, and also because of that experience I learned about myself. I really found out about my traumas and issues, so I'll share with you because I feel sharing about our emotions and feelings and thoughts, it can help other people who live life and then give some perspective or insight. So I because I got a lot of help from watching other people's YouTube channel, like psychologists or people who had a childhood trauma, like a complex PTSD and abandonment issue and attachment issue. So I feel it's good to share. So I'm sharing now. So what happened? So when I'm not active on YouTube or blogging or podcast, that means I don't feel good. So like you might see me always happy, and because my name is Happy Jiyoung, right? But when I'm not happy, I can be very depressed. I can be in the cave mode. I avoid people, that kind of style I have. So I have a two style. One, like when I'm with the people that I like and if everything's going well, then I'm really happy, upbeat and bubbly and have a good energy. But the other side, when I'm stressed out or have some issue with the people, then I get contracted and I get really depressed and sad and all that. So anyway, so recently, I came to Itaewon area. I moved here, right, in summertime. And I was happy in the beginning. And then I had one friend who's like my mom kind of style, who is really kind, who brought me organic food, and she drove all the way to my Gangnam office there to give me supply this really good clean organic food without charging extra money than what she paid for. So I always told her charge me a little bit more, so something like that, but she never charged me. So I felt so grateful, and I thought she's really nice, and I still think she's really nice. But what happened was, her 25-year-old daughter, she was living in dormitory near her workplace, and the dormitory was gonna be shut down. So her daughter needed to find a place, because my friend house is a little bit in the kind of a countryside, so public transportation is kind of inconvenient to go to work in Seoul from Yangpyeong, which is kind of a organic farming land area. So she asked me if her daughter can stay in my house, because I have a 2-story house, so it's not too bad to share with other people. But my style, I needed my own space kind of style. So I knew that it's not gonna work. I knew my style, right? So I told her I don't think that's a good idea, because I know I need my space. But she said, why don't we try and see how it goes, and we can try one for a week. So I felt a little bit light about trying that out. So she moved in, her daughter moved in, and her daughter is working early in the, not early, her daughter is leaving house 9 a.m. and she comes back home 11 p.m. So I don't really see her, right? So it didn't really interfere with my life, or I didn't feel that bad or that trapped or anything like that. But soon my friend came all the time, and she later kind of moved in, and she was just living at my house. And in the beginning it was fine because I like her, and also the deal was she put some organic food in the fridge. That was the deal, right? Because I when I live my life, I don't want to care about going to the grocery store to buy organic food, and it's kind of hard to find good organic food. So I feel like it's good, right? So I can just focus on other things, and I can eat clean food, and I can be productive. That was my thinking. So in the beginning, I was really happy because, you know, I'm lonely, or I like people. I like, you know, the fact that there's someone in my house. In the beginning, it gave me very comforting, good feeling. And at some point, I felt like I cannot bring any friend. I don't feel comfortable in my house. I couldn't do laundry at night because I'm night owl style, and you know, because I'm kind of empath. I feel other people's feeling, or I think about other people's feelings. So when I know that they are there, then I cannot do things freely, right? So I felt so trapped, and I needed my own space. This is one of the favorite spots. So pretty, right? Oh my god, it's like a bamboo tree. So I'll walk like this. So I felt like, although they said when they sleep they don't hear anything, but I cannot do things kind of feeling. You know, I want to do laundry at 2 a.m. but I cannot do that, right? And I didn't want to even go downstairs to the kitchen also. And also even the food that she bring, like, you know, I do ketogenic life, but she had a lot of fruits and all kinds of carbs, and she fed me carb food. But you know, you can say I don't have to eat, right? But food is like, for me, food is like a drug. I cannot control food that well because from my childhood, you know, my parents were busy. My mom was busy always, so I was staying alone, and I always ate like sugary thing, bread, ice cream, snacks to deal with my loneliness. I guess I kind of realized that. So I cannot stop eating food, or I cannot control food. So it's like her putting all kinds of carb food and fruits and all the stuff that I didn't want to see in front of me. It's like putting like alcohol and ask me to have alcohol a little bit, that kind of thinking, that kind of feeling. So in the beginning, I knew this deal. I didn't want to, you know, to be with them that eat like non-ketogenic lifestyle, that I wanted to do the ketogenic. But anyway, so I thought I tried to do a different way to deal with that kind of food difference and all this thing, and try and that. And like winter time, like before Christmas time, I knew this is not gonna work. So I told her I need my own space. I want you to move out. And when I said that time also, I really struggled a long time, and finally I told her, right? So still when I talk about this, my heart is like, I feel so trapped feeling. Oh my god. So anyway, so I told her, and then but she said, oh, it's cold, and sorry, I'm busy, you know, that kind of thing. She's really kind. But like my style, if someone told me that, like for example, like in the first place, I would never ask people that, you know, can I move in and live for free and I put some food. But even like I didn't ask her to put any food too, because I don't feel comfortable to ask her, can you buy me this or that kind of thing, right? That's kind of like I didn't feel comfortable with that either. So that deal didn't anyway work out anyway. So anyway, so like when I said to her, finally I needed my own space, could you move out? And she said it's cold, and I understand, right? So I felt bad to push her to move out ASAP, right? So I gave her a certain time frame, and then I gave her more time frame, like 40 days more. But like the day that she promised me to move out, for example, the end of last month, like that day, the day that she was supposed to move out, she wasn't home around when I was at home. I also even got a new home too. I needed all my space, so I had to find another office cell in Gangnam. So I spent a lot of money, and I also stayed in the hotel a few days, and I went out of Korea also. So anyway, so it gave me a lot of stress and costing a lot of money. And yeah, anyway, so the day that she was supposed to move out, nothing seemed like moving like situation. She was not home, and I started to feel like a little bit stressed out. So I didn't want to stay at home, so I went to my Gangnam office still, so she can maybe come and then do the like moving with a piece. And then, I got a text message from her, and then she said, I'll come and pick up my stuff in the evening time. I said, sure, take your time and let me know when you moved out. And then the next day, I got a message from her, and she said, I'm trying, but it doesn't seem too much like moving. It doesn't seem much progress, she said. So like, and then that time, like she asked me some moving person. Like I told her, why don't you hire a moving person and stuff, So I gave her some contact number and stuff. So I went back to the house the next day in the evening time, and I saw nothing looked like moving at all. The house looked like they just lived there. Nothing moving gesture to me. So I was so upset. Because I gave so much. I was putting up with my pain and suffering, thinking about her. I feel like crying now. I really care. I liked her a lot. I don't even, have my own mom to stay in my house, So letting them stay in my house was a really huge deal because I really like her, right? So, like I suffered through so much and wait and be patient and kind and all this, and then when I saw the day that she promised that she will move out, and when I saw nothing seemed like moving situation, I felt so upset. I felt like so betrayed. I felt like I was being used by her because I was suffering so much. I couldn't bring my friend. I didn't have my client. I didn't make money. I didn't feel comfortable in my own house, and I was so uncomfortable and unhappy, right? So I felt so upset. So she came back that night, and I told her, what's this? And then she said she did her best and she moved or something. And I said, is this like moving? And she said, yes, like maybe she took the plates and cups or something in her car and came to her home one time or something, but everything else looked like just nothing was changed at all. It was just moving, just staying there, kind of looking. So she had all kinds of her stuff in my house. So it was still right there. There's no packing box or anything. Even like the fact that she didn't even bring the, truck driver or moving person. She knew it didn't, like she couldn't finish that. Maybe she's a slow person. I understand that. She's slow, I understand. And moving can be really stressful. But I felt like my perspective, like, if someone like promise and care about the other person's privacy and the life or something, then they have to do their best to finish moving, right? If they couldn't finish, they could ask that day even, right? And then, or they could stop working that day, have a day off and do the packing and moving, right? But they didn't do any of that. So I feel like she cared about her stuff. She doesn't really go to work to make money. She does kind of other work, but she's really busy all the time. So I really felt like betrayed and used by her. I know she's a kind person, but just the fact that the word, her intention, she said her intention was moving out, but the action is showing the result, right? So what's this? It's not like really. Yeah, anyway, so that because of that incident and another big trauma or traumatic feeling triggered from me was like abandonment trauma that happened recently. And because of these two issues, it was like a Chinese New Year, like Korean Lunar New Year holiday time it happened. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos from the people, psychologists or therapists, and then I learned about borderline personality disorder or childhood PTSD. The kid who didn't have enough emotional support or like affection or love or care, like emotional neglect. Those child, they have PTSD or I have abandonment abandonment issue because my mom sent me to my grandmother's house when she had my sister. When she gave birth to my sister, she sent me to my grandmother, and I still have this memory that I was going somewhere that I didn't know, and it was terrified me, and then I still have that memory, right? So because of that, I had this and also my mom was always busy making money and not home. So also I heard the story that when she came home, I was not home, and they found me at the police station and all that kind of stories. So still although I go abroad to travel like a conference or meeting friends, I don't really go for travel. I feel I have a kind of a really, really afraid feeling to go somewhere, or I have a stress to research about going somewhere even. So I think I still have that kind of a subconscious like a fear of going unknown. So yeah, so anyway, so I learned that whatever they call like a borderline personality disorder, they can label whatever name, but the thing is I have like the kind of trauma kind of issue. So when I hear all the personality trait, it all like everything that I do except suicide or cutting kind of that kind of thing, I don't have that. Except that many of the personality trait is matching with my life pattern. So, oh my God, it gave me so much insight and clarity, and it gave me like, I feel like so clear about why I behave or feel this way, or why I'm always late, why I have this kind of thing going on. I understood now. I have like I can easily fall in love, or I didn't have attachment, like a proper attachment bonding with my mom. So I don't have any bond feeling with my mom. And those things also like have a people's trait of not opening up, and they kind of block, or when they have a codependency, and they don't have a clear boundary with the people. They cannot say no. I thought I had I had a session to get rid of this thing that I like to please people. I like to be always nice and kind to people, and it gave me a lot of suffering. So one day I had a neuro-linguistic tapping session. It's like NLP plus EFT, emotional freedom technique. So I work on that issue, and I thought I got rid of that, but it turns out this is like some setting time. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so it turns out I can say no to people that I don't like right away if I know that the person is not my kind of people. But the people that I like, I cannot say no, I guess, right? Still, if I knew this is not right, I should be more firm, and but I didn't know like giving more time doesn't mean, yeah, I felt like, anyway, so I learned my lesson with hanging out with more people, because I didn't really have a human interaction before. I guess I had a very limited human interaction, and it's kind of new to me to hang out with the Korean people. And yeah, so I had a few traumatic human experience recently in Korea with the Korean people, but it all came from my own personality stuff, that when I like someone, I feel I give everything, and then when I get their response that they are not like me, they are not giving everything, or they are not like the way I think, or they have their own calculating style, or just right style, I guess. I don't calculate when I do something. When I'm with someone that I really like, I give everything. I don't care about my time and energy. I put a lot of stuff, for them, I guess. But like when I see the give and take wise and take parts, when I see that they are not like my style, then I get really hurt, and then I get traumatized, and then I cannot function for a while when I have that kind of human interaction like issues, or when I felt that, and then I feel like so maybe abandoned, or like that used kind of feeling. And then that feeling used, that video I also watched. So when I watched that video, I knew that my friend, that mom-like friend, she didn't plan to use me or anything, but that's maybe her way of living her life, because she decided that she couldn't make money. She just have a limited, maybe I might have that thing too. I have to take care of other people a little bit in a way sometimes. I feel like I could help her. I could, I'm better at making money or marketing, so I can do better. So, but anyway, I have to help her or something. But she has this kind of thinking that she cannot make money, she cannot charge people, that kind of thing she has. So maybe I thought, she was really kind to me, like drove all the way from that organic land to my house to supply organic food without charging more extra money. Maybe I opened my heart to her, that she's so kind and nice and she's trustworthy. So I took her like no boundary style, I guess, a little bit. And then that's like, I was kind of confused after this experience. Was she like using me or what? I was really, really confused. So I watched a lot of videos, and then this one video really explained, and I understood that maybe it could be it's her subconscious, maybe tendency. She can be really nice to the people, but she won't be nice to the not nice people, right? I'm really, really nice, and I have a lot of talent, and I have a lot to offer her. So, for example, like, I'm really good at marketing. I take all kinds of classes that she's interested in. So one day she borrowed a book that they cannot be copied. It's not, copyrighted book, right? So, but she borrowed from me, and then she copied that book and she gave it to me, and I thought that's kind of not right. But I kind of understood that she doesn't have money, so maybe she really wanted to study that stuff, aromatherapy inside card book. So I kind of took it, understood that she doesn't have money, so she did that. But I feel like that kind of stuff, like, she was staying at my house for free, right? And she was really nice to me. She drove all the way. I thought, like, I learned there's something called covert narcissist. So she thought about herself when I was suffering. I told her this is not gonna work, and then she said, I'm busy, it's cold, right? My style, if someone told me that, if they asked me to try out, and then later when they said that, then I would already like pack and try to move, right? That's my style. So I couldn't understand that style. So it's kind of selfish, or that's kind of narcissistic, right? So she doesn't know that she's covert narcissist, maybe. I don't know. Whatever label like we call or not. But anyway, I thought, maybe is that like her way of living the life, that she's so kind and nice and going out of her way to be nice like that? And because like she's nice to maybe the people who have skills, who have some resource that she can take some good use of it or something. I don't know, like, this is crazy way of thinking about human being now. I feel like I'm a little bit now, like, I'm afraid to now deal with the people that I now think if someone is nice, I kind of wonder, does she have something to sell me, or does she want to use me? I have a little bit this kind of fear now. But anyway, that's like when I watched this video, the psychologist or therapist said they have my kind of people, like who had a trauma and stuff, abandonment, whatever issue, or codependency, or this kind of borderline, whatever, I don't know label, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, this kind of my kind of style, personality, they feel that way. People are using, they end up feeling being used. So whenever I had a trauma recently with this person and the other lady who I felt like an angel, but other people told me she was using me, and then I felt like a little bit later I found out, oh, maybe it's true, and they say my kind of people don't know about like the people's thing. So not good at judging stuff, I guess, because maybe I didn't grow up watching normal human interaction that much, or I didn't really also interact with the human beings that much. I quit when I was a senior or a second year old of high school. I quit high school time, and then I did a high school qualification exam, and I didn't really, also I was always alone, right? I didn't go to kindergarten. I didn't have that regular little bit childhood social stuff. So I'm a little bit different than other people who grow up in Korea. And then I was like living with my history school teacher when I was like teenager, right? So my kind of background, my upbringing is a little bit abnormal. So anyway, so I also learned some coping mechanism about anxiety. I also didn't know that I have anxiety too. And I live my life, so I think I'm just living. I thought this is normal, right? But like when I had a dating with someone, this person like noticed me about my personality style, and then he said, "Oh, you're so anxious." Or he commented a few things about my personality which I didn't know. So it kind of, am I anxious? I didn't know that, right? So after this two traumatic experience recently, I dig into watching a lot of videos and YouTubes and stuff, and personality and emotions and traumas and abandonment issue and all these things. Addiction, like love and affection addiction or something, craving and stuff. I learned about myself. I thought it was normal, and then it was, oh my god. So now I have a awareness, right? Self-awareness about my trait, my personality, my tendency, my reaction style. So now I'm better now. So I have I learned some coping mechanism. I feel like I have to share with you. So I watched one of the YouTube channel which is called Crappy Childhood Fairy. That was really, really good. So I learned, writing my fears and anxieties and resentment and meditation technique. So I'm using it for past 1 week, and it's really, really helpful. So yeah, anyway, I'll share later with you. So anyway, so now this battery is going down, so I'm gonna finish my video. So that was my update about my life in Itaewon last few months. And yeah, so now I came out here and then making this video. This is a good thing that I got a little bit healing and then moving forward with my life. So now I'm like really like getting into healing my trauma now. So I'm gonna heal this thing my best ability. I order a lot of books. I'm gonna do a lot of healing, self-awareness and meditation and cleansing and stuff. So yeah, I'll share my journey with you. I hope this helps some of you who might have some of my stuff, or maybe, hopefully, maybe, yeah, anyway, I hope this is some kind of helpful stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching my video, and if you like, thumb up, like, comment, and share. Who knows, this can help some other people out there, right? Yeah, this is my thing too. Like codependent people, they somehow wanna share, help other people. Ooh. So the battery died, and I just came back after hatha yoga and stretching and high intensity interval training. Feels so calm and nice. And then this music. Recently I went to crystal bowl, singing bowl, meditation kind of retreat, weekend all day class. And I bought some CDs. It's a Korean lady. She's a crystal singing bowl healing master. So she has some CDs for sale, and then I bought this. This is Dreaming of Aura. It's beautiful. Right now I'm playing this CD. It's so beautiful. And then I also put some essential oil, like a diffuser. So I put cypress, Douglas fir, sandalwood, balance, copaiba, and let's see where I put it. Lemon, lime, bergamot, peppermint, eucalyptus, yeah, and orange, and grapefruit. Yeah, it smells so nice. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and vlog and then sleep today a little bit soon. And my gym desk lady, she gave me some like dates from China. She went to China over the Lunar New Year holiday, she said. So it's nice, kind people. Yeah, now I'm getting back to my normal. I think it's better than my previous normal life. After this turmoil, after this crazy, like trauma triggering events and sadness and depression and chaos, and then self-discovery, and then starting healing journey, and I'm starting to finally more going in depth with Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life book. I listened to her audio, like meditation audio, so I thought I know things about her teachings, but reading this book is totally different. And she has some exercise that can heal the traumas and stuff. So I'm just reading right now, but I have to do the practice or exercise with some partner or some people I feel. But just reading it now, I read maybe half of the book, and it really helps have a more awareness and discovery and perspective and wisdom. Yeah, anyway, so life is good. So anyway, yeah, thank you for watching my video, and so I'll stop. Okay, subscribe, share, thumb up, like if this video helps, so it can reach out to more people. Yeah, it was really helpful for me to hear other people's perspective and wisdom and their experiences. I thought I'm the only one, or I'm just living this way, but it's not only me. I realized, so it felt a little bit better. Felt better that there are people like me having similar tendencies and reactions and thoughts and emotions and feelings. Anyway, yeah, this speaker is so nice. This is my father's speaker. After he passed away, I brought this to Seoul. You know, he passed away a year ago when he was 60 years old. It was also didn't treat the trauma, so he had all kinds of emotional stuff and autoimmune disease and physical symptoms. And later, the hospital said it's incurable disease. There's no incurable disease. I don't believe that. Anyway, there's more stories that I'll share later. Anyway, have a nice day or evening or afternoon, or create. Yeah, I guess it's not having a nice day. Create nice day with some tools. If you need some tools to deal with your life, to have nice day, I guess I'll share more. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you soon, more often now. Thank you, bye.